Absolutely.
Hello, entrepreneurs. Joe DeChara, CPA, coming to you live from downtown Flushing, New York, for another amazing interview with somebody named Andy. I thought your name was Andrea. What's your name?
Well, it's Andrea, but you can call me Andy.
Andy. I love that accent. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Malaysia, but now I live in Australia.
Okay. So is that like that's not a Brooklyn accent, I know that.
I like that you even specified a city, because normally people I actually meet, they're just like, oh, did you used to live in the States for a little bit? And it's like, actually, no. I'll tell you the backstory to that if you want.
Sure.
So I live in Malaysia, and I grew up there, and I came to Australia when I was about, I don't know, like 19. So as I was growing up in Malaysia at that time, all they showed on TV was just basically American TV series, American blockbusters, and all of that. So when I came to Australia, and I didn't want to sound like I just arrived on the shores, like an absolute fob. So I kind of thought, you know what, I'm going to switch my accent, and the natural accent that I defaulted to would be the American accent. But having lived here for quite a while now, so it probably sounds more neutral now, with like a bit of an American twang somewhere.
Yeah, it's definitely. So wait, you were 19. So wait, how long? I'm just trying to think of what shows were on TV at that time.
Oh goodness, I don't know. The
It definitely.
Titanic, the Titanic was on at the time.
Okay.
Jurassic Park, my all-time favorite movie.
Okay, so you're talking about movies. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
The
great.
Golden Girls was on too.
Oh man, I think they're still on. I think they're
Are they still on?
No.
Because I was like, I used
That-
to love watching the Golden Girls. So if it's still on, I love to watch them. I'd love to watch it. Maybe there's some
They're
episodes
still
I haven't
on
watched.
replay. So I guess you must get a lot of your material from American TV then, and so
Yes.
you know, to be transparent, you know, my people bring you to me. I by design, I don't look you up. I don't try to find out where you're from or what you've done. We just like to have a conversation, and we don't know where it goes sometimes. So right now we're talking about the Titanic and Jurassic Park. But what is it that you actually do? What do you actually do?
Thanks for asking, Jared. So I am a digital nomad coach, and I coach women who feel trapped or stuck, towards finding their purpose, working
Okay,
remotely.
wait a second.
Yeah?
A digital
A digital
nomad.
nomad coach.
Is there a certification for that?
No, there's
Or
no certification for that.
did you
But
you just made that up, right?
well, there are quite a few digital nomad coaches out there, or
Really?
you can call them business coaches, online biz owners, stuff like that. So it just so happened that I came across, when I was on the path towards finding my purpose, I came across a coach who was a digital nomad coach, and I thought, oh my God, I want to do what she's doing. But then
Okay.
but now I'm in the process of getting certified to become a travel coach, which is like a combination between a life coach and a travel coach.
Now that sounds interesting. That was something that I actually got off of my team's graphic. I was like, what is this transformational travel? That's what you call it.
Transformative travel.
That's what I said.
Okay, so basically transformative travel. Okay, so when we think about travel, like back in the day, say back in the day of maybe 2-3 years ago, 4-5 years ago, whenever we go traveling, we usually only can travel maybe for like 2-3 weeks at a time, a month max, assuming you're working a typical 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
And because you don't have so much time, you're basically hitting up a bunch of tourist spots, because you know that the next time you get to do this again is probably going to be a year from now, right? So you're hitting up tourist spots, putting it on Facebook, putting it on Instagram, whatever. But so you're not really getting anything to it. You're not making deep connections. You're not focusing on personal growth. Whereas transformative travel focuses on the self-reflection and self-discovery aspects of travel, and how you can incorporate that growth that you've acquired during the travel, during the experiential parts of your trip, into your day-to-day life back home. So nowadays, travelers are very much increasingly drawn to travel as a form of self-actualization and personal transformation and growth. It's more than just visiting, I don't know, like It's more than just visiting the Eiffel Tower and taking a kissing photo in front of it and heading home and saying I had the best romantic holiday ever. It's more
Yeah.
than that. It's making that connection with locals, making that connection with the culture, making that connection with the land. And that's what transformative travel is.
Yeah, that sounds cool. That's like, what would I say? You're not a travel agent. You're sort of like a travel experience, right?
Yeah, and there's so much of the world to offer, and we're just hitting just a fraction of it. That's all we're hitting,
So,
just a fraction.
so what do you just take, do you go on trips? Like, are they tours? Do you get somebody and you say, where do you want to go? And you create their vacation? How does this work?
So the people that I work with, as I said, they're women who feel trapped or stuck in life. And so
Oh,
most
so
likely
only
they're
women. So men can't, men are I can't believe how many women I interview and they're like, oh, this is only for women.
okay, look, I say that it's only for women because, when it comes to marketing and branding, they say, you need to like niche down. But look,
Yeah.
if a man came up to me and said, hey, I really like your vibe, I resonate with that, and I want you to help me find my way, then of course I'm not going to say no.
Okay.
I would help both. But for branding and marketing, and now that I think about it, I probably should throw that away. For marketing and branding purposes, it's women who feel trapped or stuck in life, and most likely they're in their 9 to 5. And what I'm saying is, start your personal evolution with me, and it will help you continue your evolution and flourish through transformative travel.
So travel is only part of it.
Travel
This
is
is
travel is a part of it. Yes.
okay. And so you're talking, I have a friend that he does what does he call it now? Oh, I forget. Jeff Wolf, he's going to kill me, but he takes these CEOs of companies and they go on like these wild weekend, like whitewater rafting and bungee jumping. Is it like that?
It can
Or
be.
is
It
it?
depends. It can be. It just depends on what it is that you're looking for. So many people are using the right travel experiences for wellness. Maybe you want to hang out with with some Buddhist monks and live that life for a couple of weeks. Maybe you want to go for a spiritual retreat somewhere in South India. Maybe all it takes is for you to just hire a quiet, secluded cottage in the mountains of Scotland and just stay there and write and
Okay,
meditate.
again.
It just depends on what it is that you're looking for. Or you could lead the life of a digital nomad and actually travel slow. So there's no expiration date. You're just traveling, you're connecting as you go, as you work, and
Wait,
that's the life.
that's like what's his name? Kung Fu. Oh, the
Kung
guy
Fu.
was no Kung Fu. You're too young to remember. It was another TV show. He just walked across America, like looking for his brother. But that's all it was like. He was just walking, nowhere in particular, right?
And I feel, well, this one is probably a bit more targeted. It just depends on what it is that you're looking for,
Yeah, I
right?
got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
It sounds relaxing. So, how did you get into this?
Like from the very beginning.
No, I mean,
You want to know the
what?
backstory?
Well, I'm an entrepreneur that happens to have a CPA license. Okay, I
Yeah.
know I can go all the way back. My father tricked me into becoming a CPA. I never changed my mind, so I didn't wake up and say, "Oh, I'm going to be a nomad transformational coach."
Neither did
Had-
I.
Okay.
Okay, so how did I get into this? Well, up until mid-November last year, I worked as a lawyer for about 6 years. And I worked predominantly in family law and domestic violence for the first 3 years. And then the last 3 years prior to me leaving, slamming the door on that world, I shifted into succession law, working in the areas of wills and estates. So I never knew, okay, I'll be honest, I never wanted to be an entrepreneur, number one. Number two, I never knew that there were coaches outside of those coaching soccer or volleyball or basketball, like school phys ed. Like I never knew that. So to be in this position where I am now coaching and navigating the entrepreneurial journey, working on my own business is actually like quite insane. Like to my eyes, it's still quite insane. When I finished up with law, when I closed that door, a new door opened up for me to do social media management. I was pretty good at Instagram. And so I thought, you know what? Opportunities have come up. It's another way to get some income to supplement myself while I figure my way out. And then I came across this digital nomad coach, and I thought, I want to do that. I want to work remotely. Working remotely, like taking your work and traveling, used to be some fantasy, some long distant dream that seems so unachievable for me. And so I thought, I want to do what she does, and I want to help other people do what she does. And I felt that I wanted to work in an area that would bring me fulfillment. You know, we spend more than half of our lives working, and it blows my mind that people can do this all the way until they arrive on their deathbed, never really liking really what they do or having any purpose or passion for what they do for, you know, for more than half of their lives. And that was just not what I am about anymore. So there were so many areas to work remotely, and I wanted to pick one that was the most fulfilling. And I thought coaching would be it. Then at that point, it was a matter of what kind of coach. I love traveling. I believe in transformative travel, except at that time, earlier, first quarter of this year, I didn't know that it was called transformative travel. I wanted to help people get out of their own way because I got out of my own way. So this is how I got here.
Well, I can't believe what a great question I asked you.
Yes, I know.
I'm like, I'm pretty good at this, I think.
Yes, you are. You actually are. Well, that's why you're doing this, right? That's why
you know what?
Doing this and
I don't know. I don't know. I'm doing this because I love doing it. Nobody pays me for this. It's sort of like what you're doing. And that is an amazing story. I love stories like that because it's just like you're following your heart. You know, a friend that's in a mastermind group with us says, you know, you got to listen to the whispers. And he's talking about God, and it's like, you know, one of my VAs, Elizabeth, is an attorney, and she represented in, you know, where the Bronx is, in New York. So she was like the people that couldn't afford an attorney. I forget what they call them, but yeah, she didn't like that.
Yeah.
So now she does VA work. You know, she's like, I don't like doing that. You know, you're dealing with, you know, bad people in a bad system, and it's not fun. So I commend you for shutting the door. And then, like you said, that was beautiful. Another door opens, right?
Yeah.
Another door. But the legal experience that you have that. And you can always use that.
Absolutely. See, that was the thing. The thing is, in my eyes, and maybe it just requires some reframing. So, for example, when I entered the coaching industry, so many coaches out there are business coaches, marketing coaches. I'm going to help you hit 10K a month. I'm going to help you do this and do that. And they all seem to have come from, or at least the ones that I saw anyway. I'm not saying all, just the ones that I saw. They seem to have come from a corporate background, bringing those marketing, those business skills with them. Right. Obviously, I did family law and domestic violence. And after that, I did wills and estates. I don't have transferable skills bringing to becoming a digital nomad coach. It's more of analytical problem solving skills then, yes.
That's what I mean. I know, because my son is a lawyer, and it's more what I meant was, isn't law school really teaching you how to think?
It is.
It is, right?
It is teaching you how to think, but it definitely teaches you how to think in a certain context, in a particular way. Exactly. It is still useful for sure. Yeah.
Because I could tell you, my Elizabeth is amazing. Like when she has to do things like research, just things that normal people don't do. You know, so don't discount that talent, that education that you have. That's what I'm saying. Now, you only started this in November?
As in when I started my business?
Right. When did you start this?
I officially started the business in May.
May. This year.
This year, yes.
Oh, wait, you're talking about a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I'm talking about a couple of months ago.
Oh my God, your brain. Oh, I had no idea. Oh, you don't know. You have no idea what you're in for. Well,
are you gonna give me a bit of an idea?
Oh no, you can't. You're gonna learn the hard way. This is what I suggest. Where is my thing? My banners. every Saturday we have Mastermind with Joe DiChara.
Yeah.
Okay, it's free. You come on board. I would love to have you talk about what you do, and then you'll get a taste of. You'll get to meet the crew,
I would
other
love that.
entrepreneurs that we come from all different places. But you're about to go on a journey. You already started the journey.
Ah,
And you're
God.
smiling now. I want to see you in 6 months.
It has been such an epic journey to even get to this point. And all I can say is, like, I mean, working with, just a few clients that I have now, and just having worked with them just for just a few sessions, maybe just 3-4 sessions, and seeing those breakthroughs, like seeing them cry and seeing them see how far they can go, how much more they can go, how far they've come. It's insane. It's like this really addictive drug, and I am in for it, John.
I hear it. Usually when I make people cry, it's not good. It's not good. But
because you've done audits. I'm auditing your company, and
What do you mean? How much do I have to pay? But this has been really fun. How do people get in touch with you?
They can contact me on Instagram or come across me on Facebook. You can also find me on LinkedIn, but I'm really not that active there. Like, I put up the post and then I leave.
I don't know how to do this. Do you have what are they going to do? Go to andy.com?
Okay, maybe go to my Facebook, which is Andrea, Andrea, space FWL. Or you can go to my Instagram, where it's _ANDIVENTURES_.
Okay.
And it's such a pain. And the reason I have the underscores there is because, well, the option without the underscores was no longer available. So
okay. So you're focusing on women that are stuck.
Yes.
Right? Basically like in a 9-to-5, right?
Yes.
Because we get clients like that. They're ready to quit their careers. They want to start a business. That's some of the people that we get in our mastermind.
Okay.
So
okay.
What would you say to somebody that's just like, they woke up and they're like, I hate my job. I hate my life.
Wow, when you said that, like, that really hit quite hard, because that was me literally 7 months ago. Literally just 7 months ago, waking up, hating my life, and hearing this constant pounding on your head and heart going, do something, anything. So what I would say is like, this is a sign for you to just explore. Like, do you want to be stuck in the same situation 1 month from now? Or do you want to look back on that 1 month and just think, thank you, insert your name, for taking this chance on us, on me? That's what I would say.
That's beautiful. All right. So thank you, Andy. And you're gonna hit our mastermind, right? I'm gonna have my assistant send you a link.
Yeah, send me the link.
We will talk, and then we'll all go on a trip together.
Let's do this.
All right. That's our story. That's our story. We're sticking with it. Over and out. God bless. I will see you again shortly. Thank you.